Hey guys, welcome back to another video of Travel with Lulu. Today I'll be taking all of you on a walkthrough of the Regis Hotel located in downtown Vancouver of Canada. So I stayed in this hotel in October, and at that time my nightly rate was 350 Canadian dollars for the night. First of all, I'll be taking you on an outside walk of what the hotel looks like. So you'll see just above there was a neon sign. St. Regis is very historic, being built in 1913, and the neon sign is one of the remnants of the original building when it was first built, being an iconic neon sign of the outside of the hotel. After you enter the building, you'll be walking through the main lobby where you can check in for your hotel, and to access your hotel room, you'll be taking this elevator which you scan with your room card, and this will activate the elevator. I found this elevator very unique and very cool because it's very narrow, as you can tell, and when you enter, the actual elevator itself is also very tiny and very small. So the St. Regis Hotel has 5 total floors. For myself, I was assigned room 412, which is located on the 4th floor. So I'm going to take the elevator up and take all of you towards my hotel room and then have a tour of what my room looks like during my stay at St. Regis. Here is my room. So when you enter, the first thing you're going to see are a few things. So on the left side, that's where I stored my luggages and my other backpacks, and you have the master light switches to turn on and off different lights. And then if you go to your right side, you have a walk-in closet. So let's open that up. So the light comes on automatically, and you have a full-size mirror to get yourself dressed and ready for the day. You also have complimentary bathrobes that comes along with your stay at the hotel, as well as additional coat hangers for you to put your coats up. Up here, it looks like you have additional blankets should you require that. Very fancy and definitely nice and soft. You have a safe here. You also have an ice bucket and an ironing tool, as well as an ironing board down here. So that is the walk-in closet. Oh, and you also have a luggage rack to put your large luggages. So closing the closet, we're going to walk over to this study desk here. So you have a nice leather chair and a very vast amount of space on this table, as well as mirror. Hello! And on the right side of the table, you have a coffee machine, an espresso one particularly. And you also have Teizo tea if you want tea instead of coffee. And underneath you have your garbage can, as well as a storage space here, which happens to be including a description of different foods you can grab in this hotel in the Gastown Steakhouse and Bar. When you walk straight, as you can see, here is your washroom. So it has 2 basins, which is nice if you have more than one person staying in the room. That way you can get ready simultaneously and not have to fight over the basins or the washroom. You have a storage space here specifically for extra toilet paper rolls, as well as the hair dryer. And then you have your towels at the bottom here, and more towels on the other side, each for one person. You also have a very large mirror here. Hello again. You have your toilet here. And then to the right side, you have your shower area, which is quite vast. And what I really like in terms of accessibility is a little bench which you can sit on if you require to do so. Here at the St. Regis Hotel, they use the L'Occitane products, which I absolutely love. So you can see here, you got a vanity set. They give you They also gave you body lotion as well as a soap. And then inside the actual shower, you have your standard set of shower gel, shampoo, and conditioner, all from the L'Occitane product base. Moving on, as we walk out of the washroom, then we have the sleeping area. We have 2 double-sized beds, and they both come with their own set of storage areas, so each bed has ample spaces to put your items and other belongings in these drawers. They also give you complimentary water, which is very nice and handy when you need to stay hydrated on your tourism trips around downtown Vancouver and elsewhere. They also left a chocolate on each of the beds here. And it looks like it's a milk chocolate specifically. In the middle portion you have the telephone. You also have the alarm clock, which appears to be Bluetooth based if you want to play your own music. And then more storage spaces with these drawers. So yeah, you get the idea. And then the other beds over here. There's also a flat screen TV. One thing I will say that with this room, I prefer it if the flat screen TV could be more centered. I know the design of the room doesn't really allow for that, but if you're both wanting to watch the TV, I find it hard to see the TV from the side, just because while the TV can turn to the right like that, it doesn't really jut out far enough to really get that full experience of watching TV together. And then there's more additional storage spaces with these drawers down here and in the cubbies as well. Finally, we have the window. The view isn't too bad with the room I got. You can see there is an art mural over there, an outlet over there, the buildings and kind of the skyscrapers of Vancouver downtown, and then down here just kind of the top of a building, presumably another business down here. So St. Regis Hotel offers free complimentary breakfast in the morning. So you have to head down to the lower level in order to access the dining room, as you can see. So I'm going to take the elevator down and head over to get my breakfast. Once those elevator doors open, you'll find yourself walking towards the dining area. So as I walked out, I saw that the dining area is called the St. Regis Room. It's a very fancy and a very clean area, and I thought that there's lots of seating space available. You do wait to be assigned a seat by your waiter or waitress because it's basically a sit-down breakfast. So it's not like a buffet breakfast, rather you order off a set menu. So my waitress gave me a menu to order off from. You can see you have a couple options. You can choose from a continental breakfast, a traditional breakfast, or an omelette. Also includes a few free drinks such as juices, coffee, or tea. And I liked how on the back of the menu they provided a little history about what the St. Regis Hotel was like back in the day and how it's evolved into the structure it is today. So I opted to get the traditional breakfast for my choice. I also wanted the fruit smoothie that came with the continental breakfast, so my waitress was super nice. She allowed me to substitute out one of my items from my breakfast with the fruit smoothie. I found that the food tasted very good, and I like how they had a good variety on the plates. So I would recommend the St. Regis Hotel if you're looking for a hotel with a personal touch and very caring and kind staff. Thanks for watching!